Let's get ready to rumble!
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, my people? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, it's your host, Ryan from the 6, man. You know what it is. We in the building. Got lots of boxing to break down. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love to the stream. Man, if you on X Spaces, make sure you go repost the stream so we can get some more people in the spaces. If you on Facebook, shout out to you. Hit the like button, share the stream. If you on Twitch, we on Twitch too, man. We out here, we everywhere, bro. We on millions.co. Shout out to Millions. Been supporting me and getting me with interviews, you know, to get my content game up. And salute to YouTube, man. All my YouTube members, man. Make sure you smash the like button. You guys always showing love and support. I appreciate y'all, man. We got a big show, man. Got a lot to recap. It was a good weekend. I mean, it wasn't a great weekend for me, you know, a lot of upsets. My cards got smashed, but nonetheless, man, it was good boxing. I love what I saw this weekend. Shout out to my brother Mars in the building. What's going on, fam? I appreciate you, bro. You always checking up on me, man, supporting the stream. You know what it is. And salute to everybody out there, man. Yo, it's a good weekend of boxing. Like I said, a lot of upsets, a lot of good fights, and a couple letdowns. You know, obviously Angelo Leo's situation. Him and Aleem, I thought, man, he missed out on a big opportunity. I don't know how he gonna bounce back from that, because I mean, you know, he was never a big name to start with. So now it's like, damn, bro, you giving Salida Promotions a reason not to really put you up. But yeah, man, we got a lot going on. This is a live call-in show. I do have the links in the chat on the YouTube. Also got the Zoom. Damn, I didn't even start that up. Let me go ahead and start that up, though. Anybody want to hit the Zoom? But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man, showing love to the stream. Go ahead, share it, subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. We'll start with my man Atif Overton, man. Honestly, it's a guy who I never got to see much of, but you know, I know who he's fighting, Gongora. Obviously a guy who gave Christian and Billy a tough time. I know he moved up in weight, but Atif looked good, man. He looked good for Salida Promotions, and I like Atif, man. I think for real, for the 175 pounders, we need some more guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need some more dudes, because that division's kind of it's just not there, man. Like, honestly, outside of Bivol, Beterbiev, and David Benavidez, if he goes back, you know, that division's pretty shallow. It is, especially with my guy David Morrell, who we gonna talk about later on, who got his head smashed. You know, he just not it, man. So 175 is kind of like it's in a weird place. It needs some more players. I think 168 is still a very good division. You know, 168 probably got more competition, but shout out to Atif, man. He doing his thing. We got my man Nostalgic in the building. What's going on, brother? You dropped the 5, man. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you just came in. But this was my first time really watching Atif, and I like what I saw from him, man. I think he's a good fighter. He's from Philly. He got that Philly background, so he a tough fighter. I want to see more of him. Now, I thought he was in a good fight for the main event, for where they're trying to promote him. He got good swag about him. He got the swagger. I like what I saw, man. I never watched Atif before like that, so I was impressed with it. I can't wait to watch his next fight. Shout out to Salida Promotions. Hopefully they can get the GOAT down there and get Clarissa on a fight card in Georgia, and hopefully Atif, he can be on the undercard of the co-main. That'd be dope, man, to get him back there, get him back active, because I think he could be a player. I know Najee Lopez is also another guy in around that weight class who we also look at as a good fighter. Najee, I think he's definitely on the cusp as well as being a top player at 175. But, shout out to Atif Overton stepping in the main event role and getting the stoppage, man. That's good for him for taking advantage of the opportunity. And I say the opportunity because, Aleem, man, he dropped the ball, man. I don't know how he missed the weight. He missed the weight, I think, by 3 pounds or something like that, the IBF weight. So there is no way he was going to make the same day weigh-in if he can't even make, you know what I'm saying, the weigh-in. Like, he didn't even hit the weigh-in. So how is he going to do if he made it, I don't know how he would have made the IBF rehydration clause where you have to weigh in on the same day, 10 pounds under. So, Aleem, he missed out on a huge opportunity. It was for the IBF title at featherweight, 126 against Angelo Leo. And he was the mandatory, man. So he worked himself into the position just to drop the ball when he got there. And this is just straight discipline, man. Just no discipline. It's actually a shame because it's like, bro, you worked yourself here and then you just dropped the ball when you got here. Like, come on, man. You got to be better than that. Obviously, your camp was not very good or you just mismanaged your whole weight. But, like, you shouldn't be trying to drain yourself day before your biggest fight of your life. This was the biggest fight of his life, man. A world title shot. Opportunity for him to win a belt in a division that's kind of stagnant. And then he could have really took it up from there. Aleem could have really did something with Salida Promotions. They would have pushed him if he had a belt. Bruce Shushu Carrington's out there. Who else is in the division? Espinoza. Brandon Figueroa's got one of the belts. So Aleem, he could have gotten a unification if he had beat Angelo Leo. But instead this guy missed out on his biggest opportunity. It's sad, bro, when you see guys do this type of stuff, man. Like, this is supposed to be world title shots. This is what people are supposed to dream about and supposed to be fighting for, right? So yeah, it's a damn shame, bro. Aleem did not make weight. I don't know what happened there. But we'll have to see what goes on with him in his career moving forward, bro. I wish him the best. Hopefully he doesn't get boxed out because the promoters, they put up a lot of money on these guys to get them in position. And now you got a guy in position. He doesn't make the weight. The fight falls out. I think they even won the bid to get the fight over to Salida. So Salida paid the money, man, to get the fight over there on the network with him. With Salida Promotions. So that's a rough situation there for Aleem, man. But you got to make weight, bro. You got to be disciplined. As for Angelo Leo, what's next for Angelo Leo? Now that he basically don't have to fight his mandatory, he's free to do. I think it's, I don't know if it's 18 months in the IBF, but anyways, he's free to go do some voluntaries, doing unifications, or whatever he wants to do next if he wants to move up. But what's next for Angelo Leo, man? Do you guys think he should go chase, Bruce Shushu Carrington or Espinoza, like one of his top ranked guys who also have belts, or should he go for the guy who's outside, at the PBC, Brandon Figueroa, who has the WBA belt at featherweight? I don't know, man. I don't know what he should do. I honestly think he should try to fight Shushu Carrington. I know a lot of people want to see Shushu and Inoue. But maybe anyway moves up to fight Angelo Leo because of the whole IBF weight thing. I think that would be interesting to see anyway go fight Leo, knowing that Leo can't, rehydrate over 10 pounds because of the IBF limit, right? So, but like a lot of us are hearing that anyways, I think anyways capped at 22, to be real. I think even at 22 when he was fighting against Junto, I thought Junto was bigger than him in the ring that night. So I think like 26, he might really be too small for those guys, man. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on with anyway, man. Shout out to my brother Dr. Boxing Talk in the building. He said I would love him versus Shushu. I'm hearing Espinoza versus Figueroa. Oh shit. Okay. Espinosa and Fig. Yo, shout out to Fig, man. If you're gonna go straight into a unification after Nick Ball taking the belt off him, shout out to my brother Thomas Hill in the building. What up? What up? What up? Salute to my brother Dr. Boxing Top for becoming a member. Salute to you, brother. Always showing love, man.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, that's my brother Doc, man. Make sure you guys go check him out, man. He got a nice channel over there, Dr. Boxing Talk. He dropped them videos, man. He dropped them facts on you. You guys be careful, man. If you got them feelings, don't be over there with your feelings, bro. I be telling them people, man. Yo, bro, I be telling them, man. I be telling the fans, don't get too invested in these fighters, bro. Just keep it boxing, bro. Just keep it boxing. That's what I be saying, man. But they always want to be invested, man. They always want to be emotionally invested and get burned, bro. Yeah, man. I think Angelo Leo, you know what? I don't know if he's gonna wait for the anyway smoke, but I would say, if he can get himself in a shoo fight, a top rank fight, which I think Top Rank could do. I think they can make that fight happen. Between Shushu and Leo, it's just a matter of like, damn, where we gonna put that fight at? Is Shushu ready for the main event? It would be unification, so it'd have to be a main event. Where we doing that in New York City? Going to the Hulu Theater, the small room? It'll be a good fight for sure. I think so. Shout out to my brother Big Money in the building. Salute. My man Big Money. Yeah, bro. My man Thomas Hill, bro. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I think Angelo Leo got to find himself in a unification. I feel like he's had that belt for a minute now. I think like the featherweight division, it's kind of weird, man. It heated up quickly, and then it kind of fizzled out, bro. It kind of turned into what like 35 was. Y'all remember 35 when it was really stagnant? None of them guys was fighting each other, and we had a bunch of champions and no unifications. It's like, damn, bro, like what the hell's going on? And I find myself saying the same thing with featherweight, like strong division, had a bunch of names, including Robesi, who I think I heard Robesi's probably moving up in weight or something like that. I don't know if he's going back to 26, but yeah, it was a strong division. Ray Ford was there for a bit too. And then it just kind of fizzled out, man. Like the guys just not fighting each other. Kind of like what 35 is like, bro. What, just guys not fighting each other. Even right now at 35, man, you got like, I know we got Abdullah Mason about to fight Joe Cordino, which is dope. But like then we don't got Schofield fighting nobody. Tank Davis, we don't know his situation really. I heard Shakur's not going back to 35, so Zepeda, Lamont Roach. I don't know if Isaac Cruz where he's at, if he's a 35 pounder or a 40. Like, there's just so many dudes that are like in between, man. But shout out to my brother Doc, man, gifting one membership to somebody. Yo, salute, man. Shout out to Doc.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Doc, man. Supporting the community. Looks like my guy Nostalgic got it right there. Salute, bro. I appreciate you guys tapping in with me, man. And yeah, bro, we gonna get into the rest of these topics. I do gotta put up super chat goal trying to get, 10 super chats at $2, bro. See if we can do that for the stream, bro. For the stream. And make sure you guys smash the like button. That's for free. You know what it is. Around here. Yeah, man. Let's get into the nitty gritty now. Let's stop talking about dudes who not fighting. I don't want to go down that road, bro. But hey, my man Zach Chelli, though. This is the first guy. This was the first dude who destroyed my parlay, man. I gotta give myself that crow. Oh, David Morrell thought it was sweet. I won't lie. I thought it was sweet too. And David Morrell was winning the fight for most of the fight. And then David Morrell started playing with his food. Yo, bro. David Morrell, I may never take this dude serious again, bro. I can't, because I thought he kind of lost the Atif fight, Imam fight. I thought he lost that fight. I was like, damn, he done got dropped. He don't look crazy in the fight. I was like, this dude, he just be playing around too much, David Morrell. And then I'm like looking at him in this fight. He doing the same thing. Like, he winning the fight, but he playing around, man. I'm like, this dude's like, what's wrong with him, bro? My man Thomas Hill said the substitute was ready for the assignment, bro. He didn't like the peas and broccoli. Yo, trust me, dog. And David Morrell, he was getting clipped up, bro. And when he got clipped up, he had nowhere to go, bro. I don't think the jump from 68 to 175 has been beneficial to Morrell, because he has never looked good in a fight yet at 75. Like, even his first fight against Hot Rod, a lot of people thought he lost that one too. There was people out there I heard saying like, yo, he lost that fight. I gave him that one though. I thought Hot Rod started a little too late. But then you looked at his next fight against Benavidez, where, he just didn't listen to Ronnie Shields at all in that fight. And then the one after that was, I think, Aman Kativ after that, where he got dropped. And then this fight, he gets stopped, bro. Like, this dude, he just, the 175 run he's been on has been trash, bro. I don't know if Morrell can make 68, but if he can make 68, he should go back to 68. At least there's some smoke there now. I know back when he was there, he couldn't get a big fight, and that's probably the whole reason why he went up. But nah, man, there's a lot of smoke at 68 right now. There's a lot of guys there, man. There's them Billies, Glacius, another Cuban dude. Like, there's a lot of smoke at 68, man. If David Morrell can make 68 again, take your ass back there, bro, because 75, them guys been punching you and they've been hurting you. Like, David Morrell don't look the same, man, at 75. Like, none of his performances at 75 have looked good. Like, not one. All of them have been terrible. And it's a testament, man. Maybe the PBC just, they didn't feed him right. They didn't develop him right. Because, he was 10-0. He had a lot of hype. I think he had the regular title at 168 WBA regular. So he had a lot of hype, man. Shout out to my brother Frontline in the building. Salute, man. Champ, what's going on, man? But yeah, David Morrell, to me, at 75, he never looked good, man. And now I'm thinking it probably is the weight. I know he made the jump to get the fights, but I don't know. Maybe it's not the weight, because maybe he's just a lazy guy. Maybe he just don't take boxing serious, because he just in there playing around. And I know Ben Whitaker used to be on that stuff, but you heard Ben. He's like, yo, he had a conversation with Crawford. Crawford told him he needed to stop, playing around with his food. And now Ben Whitaker, he just knocking people out now. He just stopping the dudes. He's not showing, he's not playing around in there no more. He's just going in there, stopping these dudes. And I'm with that type of stuff, because now it shows me Ben Whitaker, he in a tougher fight on June 27th, I believe, on that Xander card. He's fighting against a guy who's, he's coming off a layoff, but he been in there, right? So we'll see, man. We'll see what goes on. Shout out to my brother Irony Boxing in the building. Yo, Irony Boxing, got another great channel. Make sure you guys go check him out, man. To my Canadian brother, God bless. Salute, man. God bless to you, Irony, tapping in with me. Yeah, man. I'm not I'm pissed off at David Morrell, but like I gotta give credit to Zach Chelli, man. He never quit. You know, he kept going and going. And when he started to land, I think it was the round before he stopped him. He almost stopped David Morrell, like in that round. I think it was the ninth round or the eighth. He almost stopped him, bro. And then he came out and at the end of that round, he stopped David Morrell. David Morrell, though, I don't know. He be playing too much for me. I'm done with him. Unless he go back to 68, I don't believe in him at 75. No, man. His 75 run it's been disgusting, bro. It ain't been good at all, man. He ain't have no good performances. He ain't got nothing to show me at that weight class. And I think it is unfortunate, but at the same time, it's like, damn, bro. Like, this is the guy, you know, that a lot of people thought was gonna beat David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Like, him and David Benavidez, they had a bad, I kind of liked it, bro. I liked what they did in that presser, man. They didn't like each other, man. They was back and forth with it. You know, shout out to David Morrell for throwing that WBA regular belt. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, bro, throw that trash belt, bro, man. Like, freaking hate the regular belts, man. Throw that shit away. We don't need that shit. Throw that. You threw that shit at David Benavidez. I was laughing, man. But yeah, now these days, David Morrell's a joke, man. He needs to shape up, man. Tighten up. Come back better. I think he can be better at 68, to be real, man. I think 75 is just the weight, man. It gotta be the weight. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you on YouTube, man, I got the links in the chat if you guys want to come up and talk some boxing. I'm on the Discord. Let me see if I can throw those in the chat as well. I'm on the Discord. I got the X Spaces. I also got the Zoom rocking out. I don't have the panel open right now, like the actual screen, which I can come up on. But I do got the Discord. I do got the X Spaces rocking. Shout out to y'all, man, for tuning in. Before we get into the big heavyweights, let me try to find those links right quick for you, so I can get those out there. You know what I'm saying, man? But we'll see, bro. Shout out to my guy, New Problem in the building. He said he could have packed up Berlanga and sold tickets. Hell yeah, bro. He should have did that. But I don't think Berlanga wanted to fight Morrell. You know, Berlanga, he kind of smart, bro. He avoided a lot of smoke at 68. You know, him and his team, Eddie Hearn, he did a good job with Berlanga, man. Got him paid well to fight a lot of guys, and then eventually got him the Canelo fight, man. That was crazy. Got that man in the ring with the Canelo, and then, you know, because Berlanga went, you know, whatever, 10, 12 rounds with Canelo, thought he was hot shit, man. Thought he was hot shit. Till Hamza Shiraz had to come through and show him what's really good, man. Now I heard he want a rematch with Hamza Shiraz. I'm just like, bro, you need to stop. Berlanga, you gotta go get some dubs, bro. Don't worry about that, man, Shiraz. But yeah, I got the links in the chat for you guys if you guys want to come up here and talk some boxing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think Hot Rod. Yeah, he better not fight Hot Rod, bro. Yo, Doc, he better not fight Hot Rod, man. He will get stopped. You right, bro. Hot Rod stopped Vosdick, man. We think about what he gonna do to Berlanga, like, damn, bro. Yo, I got no problem with Berlanga. I just don't like the people that like be saying, you know, he the goods. He said, and you know I rock with goofy ass Berlanga. Yo, man. But shout out to Daniel Dynamite Dubois. I gotta eat some more crow because I picked Fabio Wardley, man. Ugh. That one hurt, y'all. That one hurt, man. I was live for this fight, and if you guys were live, man, that one hurt, man. Daniel Dubois, Fabio Wardley was an epic fight. Salute to my brother Eddie Alvarez in the building. That was an epic fight, yo. That was a good ass fight. Fabio Wardley came out freaking strong, dropped Dubois in the first round. It wasn't even a land punch. So I kind of looked at it like, damn, did Dubois just kind of like did Dubois do that on purpose? Like, did he take a knee on purpose from the jump? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Oh, I see you, Henry. Hold on. Oh, you got a request, bro. You trying to come up? Yeah, I see you, bro. You just gotta hit hit the request, and then I can get you up here, bro. I don't know if I can. Trying to see if I can bring you up here. Oh, you gotta hit request to speak, Henry, if you're trying to get up here. But yeah, man, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, he bro, I don't know how he did that, bro. He beat my guy though. And yo, Fabio Wardley didn't go down, bro. Like, that was crazy. That was insane, man. Insane. But I got Henry. What's going on, man? Salute to my brother Henry, but I can't hear you, bro. I don't know if you're on mute or not. I see you up here on the stage, but nothing's going on. There's no audio. Nah, I can't hear you, bro. Cannot hear you. But yeah, Daniel Dubois was doing his bro. When he took that second knee and then he went back to the corner, Don Charles woke him up. I was like, bro, shout out to him, because you saw the switch, bro. You saw the switch, and literally, my man Dynamite Dubois, he came out and he pressed the action, but he wasn't getting himself in trouble. He wasn't getting himself in danger. He came out with strategy. And this is kind of where I was like, I was scared of really in the fight, is because straight up, bro, I'll be honest, Daniel Dubois had the experience. I said that before the fight. I was like, yeah, he got the experience. He been in the better fights. He been in there with Usyk. He been in there with all these guys, man. So he been in the better fights, man. It only makes sense. But yo, what up, Henry?
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I got you.
Awesome.
What's going on, my man?
I'm good, man. Just waiting for waiting for this weekend of boxing, man. Great stuff coming in. Great stuff from the last weekend as well, bro. Like, is this the best month of boxing in recent memory?
Yo, it might be, man, because I mean, we still got Usyk. We still got Usyk fighting at the end. That card's decent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Richard Torres going for the eliminator.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I think May's a good month. You know, you got Keyshawn Davis this weekend.
Yes.
We got Karen Chukadazin on Friday against Patty Donovan.
That's gonna be good, man.
Yep.
That's gonna be good. And
yeah, man.
Herkovich as well.
Herkovich and Dave Allen. So yeah, we got to see what happens with Herkovich, because didn't he say on his contract is Moses Atama is on his contract, which is dope. That'd be a good fight. But yeah, man.
Awesome fight.
What'd you think about the Daniel Dubois and Wardley fight?
I mean, from now on, it is prohibited to use the Q word on Daniel Dubois.
Oh, agree? Quitter? No, man. Yo, honestly, I was trying to tell people that. To me, he can't be no quitter. Like, honestly, the dude, he never quit against nobody. He just had an orbital bone. Like, how many guys are really fighting through that shit? Like, come on, man.
Right. Like, you can point here and there. Like, Junto Nakatani himself had a fractured orbital bone against Naoya Inoue. But if you look at that fight, he had like a giant mouse over his, I don't remember which of the eyes were, but it looked nasty. So,
but you noticed it in that fight too, because I think that round he kind of like he was getting lit up. That was the 11th round, and yeah, man, I thought it was the headbutt that gave him the fracture, but they said it was a punch.
Probably got to see that one Um, but I mean, again, like I don't see that as quitting, man. I don't use that word as loosely as other people do to begin with. But I mean, David Morrell, bro. Jesus Christ, man. Like seriously.
Dave Morrell wet the bed, bro.
I mean, my goodness. My prediction was Morrell by knockout. I think one or two rounds. But I saw that thing. I was like, nah, bro, nah. Um, but we'll see, man. I'm fully in agreement with you, but I think it's bigger than that. The issue. I think it's bigger than just the weight. And you alluded to, man. It's what's between your ears. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's wrong with him. Definitely ain't nothing physical or nothing like that because dude has literally every tool to make it in the sport, in my opinion.
No, he does,
Um,
man. He's got good feet. He has you decent power, but yeah, you're right, man. Just that mentality, he doesn't have it.
yeah, he doesn't really doesn't look like the most disciplined dude. Even when he was back with Ronnie Shields, bro, you can tell Ronnie. I mean, obviously he's seen it all, done it all. Legendary trainer right now, working with I think Brian Norman Jr. But
Hmm.
the if you don't listen to him, and then some people, oh, maybe language barrier. Okay, Salas, you ain't gonna listen to him either. So the
Yeah.
common denominator here is you, buddy.
My man Cyrus said David Morrell just happy he not in the slums no more. He ain't got no dog left. Yo, that's what I hear about a lot of the Cuban fighters. They get a little bit of money and they think that's it. They
Yeah,
lose the hunger. That is true, man. That's a possibility. He was doing a lot of main events with PBC. David Morrell. They built him up. I
yeah.
I feel like they
Me
didn't
too,
build him
bro.
up properly because they never put him in with no resistance before that Bosdick fight. Really,
You mean no? You mean the Benavides fight, right? Before before the hard rod fight. You mean before the hard rod fight?
didn't he fight Bosdick before? Nah, yeah, before the hot rod. As I'm saying, like they never gave him no tester fight, and I kind of felt like Bosdick. He not like a world beater, but he a good fighter. Clearly, he just
Oh
stopped.
yeah.
He just stopped. We just stopped, man. What's his name? I just had his
No, no,
name
you're
there.
talking about hard rod stopping Vostik.
Yeah, yeah, he just stopped Bosdick. Yeah, so like David Morrell was in tough, man.
I agree with that, but that's the thing. I don't want to give let him too much of the hook here because while that's true, you know as well as I do. How you doing, Just Do Boxing? Love that guy.
Yeah, shout out to
The
Just Do, man, my brother.
Absolutely. Um, but I don't want to get him off the hook because you know as well as I do that when it comes to Cubans and Eastern Europeans, they don't need that much time for that title shot. As a matter of fact,
Mm.
we just saw Andy Cruz get a title shot and lose a majority decision with only 6 fights. And that's another dude that never faced any real resistance, you know? I mean, Salcido, come on now. I mean,
Yeah,
goes to Murataya and doesn't do that bad, you know? So,
yeah, but Andy Cruz is a little bit more decorated than David Morrell, so
that's a
he
fact.
he
Yeah.
got 2-time gold medalist. Shout out to David Morrell, but I don't think he medaled at the Olympics.
That could be true. I don't think he has one of those amateur records that we're used to seeing. I got to look that up. But I mean, nevertheless, I was like, he didn't do so bad against Benavides. Okay, he took a beating, whatever, But the Kataev fight, that's when I really gave him, the people's eyebrow
Yeah,
because
bro.
uh, we can talk about, popping dirty, Kataev, and whatever. But if you look at his demeanor in that fight, I mean, it's everything you don't want to see, to be honest with you. So, uh, I don't know which fight do you. Let me ask you the survey question that I had on my live last night. Which fight steals the show this weekend, in your opinion?
Oh man, it had to be Worley and Dubois, bro. Like,
No, no, no. Okay, yeah, no. I'm talking about the coming weekend. I'm sorry.
oh, the one coming up.
Yeah,
Um, I think it could be. Probably gonna be Karen and Patty Donovan, man. That's probably gonna be the best fight this weekend. I think both of those guys, like they gotta win. Patty gotta win, or else he may never get a shot. And Karen Chukadazian, he the guy that Boots is saying none of these guys could beat. Boots went up there and said Rolly couldn't beat him, Ryan can't beat him. So Karen got to win just off that Boots pressure. Yeah.
I kind of agree with him, except when it comes to Devin Haney. I don't think he beats Devin Haney, but outside of Devin Haney, he has a real good chance of beating everybody. Now, obviously, if Patty Donovan pulls it off, 'cause Patty Donovan, he got game to him, man. I don't
Yeah.
like the fact that he's dirty at times, and I felt like he let that go against Louis Croker, especially the first fight, man. He let that go. He was winning, and then decided to throw elbows and do all kinds of dirties. It was like Andrew Golota almost against
All
Big
right.
Mo. Like
Yeah, yeah.
he had the title in his hand, just starting wailing low blows, out of nowhere. But this is gonna be a tough fight. I favor Karen. I got Karen by UD, but this ain't gonna be no walk in the park. Patty's a nice fighter, nice enough. He may not be a lister, but he a tough one. Trust me
Yeah.
when I tell you. And I agree. I think that fight's gonna steal the show. To be honest with you.
Salute to my brother Doc for dropping the $5 super chat on me. He said, "Smack that like button for the 6. Let's hit this goal." Triple D is the face of British boxing. The Tama don't want that pressure. Hey, drop them chips with the dip.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. We got Karma Serene in the building. What's going on for you, Queen? She said Morel doesn't live the life. Nothing good can come from that. Yeah, that's a fact, man. My man Big Macy said, Ryan, what's good? What's good, champ? What up, what up, what up? Man. My man Doc, yo. Shout out to Doc,
I agree
man.
with him. I was just messing with him, but I agree with him. He got to fight. I actually, the fight that I prefer is the one that he's saying. He's saying fight the
Richard
winner of
Torres.
Torres and Sanchez. Yeah, the winner of that fight gotta be the even more so than Hergovich in my
Didn't he
opinion.
drop out of the IBF though? Atoma? He dropped
Say
out
that again.
the IBF though, didn't he? Because he could have had a shot at the IBF title and he dropped out. So I don't know if the IBF works like the WBO where you get completely out of the rankings, but Moses might have dropped right out. I'd have to go check those rankings, see if he's still in them. But yeah, man, Daniel Dubois, he got that big win. Do you think Fabio Worthy's gonna take the rematch? Because I heard there was a possible rematch clause.
You mean I'm sorry, you're talking about Dubois and Wardley?
Yeah, they said that Worthy got a rematch clause.
Yeah, but he's gonna take a minute for him to recover, man. Like I wouldn't be. I mean, Jesus, do you see that face? I mean, like, I don't think Fabio's gonna be back for somebody. I can't remember who it is, but they say he might be out for 1 year to 1.5 years or something like that. Like,
One and a
I
half
don't know.
years? I don't know
I
about
mean,
that, bro.
bro,
Maybe a year, but 1.5?
okay,
Nah, man. I don't know.
okay, but even if it is 6 months, even if it is 6 months, that's 6 months just recovering. That like he got to also get into fight shape and I mean, I don't know. I want
Yeah.
to see the rematch as much as you are, as you do. But to me, Dubois deserves, um, he deserves either Caballero or Fury, in my opinion.
Nah. Tyson Fury not gonna fight him, bro. Tyson Fury not gonna fight him. I don't even know if Tyson Fury really want to get in the ring with AJ. Like, we know
Who
why
knows?
Tyson
About
Fury
Tyson
coming back.
Fury,
He
I don't
coming
think
back
even
for
he
money.
knows.
That's it.
Of course. But I mean, listen, I just don't want anything spoiling the freaking AJ Fury fight. as of like getting a fight in between, because AJ is fighting this guy Pringa, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and Fury, the manager, I can't remember his name now, said that they want also another fight before AJ. So I'm already getting a bad feeling here. And Andy
Well,
Ruiz said
AJ
that he
wants two
wants to fight
fights.
Fury.
What?
No, no, no. AJ is fighting Pringa, but Fury, after beating Magmudov, he also wants another fight before
Oh,
AJ.
Barry want to fight. Barry want
Andy Ruiz
payday.
is the one that yep, you want payday, payday.
He want
Doctor's
greed.
gonna like
He
this one.
greedy belly, man. He want
Um,
payday. Salute to my brother Nestor Gibbs in the building, the boxing voice. Yo, I got the X Spaces rolling, champ, in the Discord if you want to jump on. Yeah, man. Or I could DM you the link, Ness. Just let me know, bro. Come up on the panel. Yeah, man. Yo, honestly, here's what I'll say about that. Fabio Wardley, to me, like, he looked sloppy in that fight, man. I was pissed right off. Like, I saw levels in front of me. I was like, I know Fabio got the heart, but he not gonna beat Dubois if he can't set nothing up. Like, he set nothing up. He was just trying to throw that overhand right, which was sloppy. And freaking Dubois ducked it every time, man. And you're not supposed to be that big ducking punches like that. So there was no setup. I don't know what Ben Davison was saying in the corner. Like, I don't really pay attention to corner work during the fights like that. I know some people do, but he didn't give him no instructions because there was no adjustments. Like, none. No adjustments in the fight, bro. Like, Fabio came out and did the same thing. He spammed the right hand and then he tried to set it up. Like, at least Deontay Wilder had an elite 1-2. Like, he had an elite setup, bro. He could set that thing up. Like,
yeah,
man, my man Fabio did not set up anything. It was disappointing to watch, bro. It was hard to watch, actually,
he
especially as
loves
he
to
got
use
through the
that
later
lead hand.
rounds.
He yes, and he loves to use that lead hand to swipe up the guard and then come in with the overhand or the right hook, and it works for him. But
Yeah,
I think we all know that Fabio ain't don't got the deepest toolbox ever seen. Like he is who he is. He
right.
has a chin on him. He can crack, and that's about it. You know.
Yeah, he don't have
Um,
the deepest toolbox, man. But I thought at least he have a jab, a 1-2. Like, that shit was sloppy, bro. It was really sloppy. And like, he clipped. I think it was the ninth round or the 10th, and he almost got stopped. But then he clipped Dubois and he hurt Dubois. And I was like, this guy. That's why the ref not stopping this fight, because he's a live dog. Like, even though he's out on his feet, he's still somehow hurting Dubois. That dude got power for real. But I agree, man. He took a beating. That shit should have been stopped by Ben Davison. To be honest, he should have stopped the fight earlier. He should have saved Fabio for another day, man. That's what he should have did. But I don't know, man.
yes, I
Fabio
agree.
got
I was
so
just
much
about
heart.
to say that.
I just hope he didn't
Yeah,
leave anything in the ring with him.
I was just about to say that, man. I think the corner. I mean, it's easy to say that, obviously, right? Hindsight is always 2020. But honestly, bro, I was disappointed at the corner because he was clearly out on his feet, bro. Even he
Yeah.
even staggered as he came out of the corner. And I
Yeah.
get it. I
Yep.
mean, I don't wanna. You can get fired for that shit. Like Mark Brilliant got fired when he stopped the second fight with Wilder and Fury. That.
Right.
I understand that you're not in the easiest position sometimes as a trainer. Um, I mean, that to me was obvious, man. That to me was obvious. But listen, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Fabio Wardley, and you shouldn't feel bad about him either because he had Dubois on deep shit. For quite some time. So it's not like he got massacred.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he went in there and he did his thing. And Dubois, listen, Dubois. I've been telling people Dubois has been fighting consistently better opposition than Fabio Wardley has. Now I'm
No.
not saying
Yeah.
that's
For
the only
sure. For
difference
sure.
here. Exactly. So
Yep.
so
Yep.
I mean, Fabio, I never felt Fabio got in there with a killer. Like an AJ or somebody like that. I
Right.
felt
Right.
that was missing with Fabio. No disrespect to Parker, Hooney, Fraser Clark, whatever the case may be. No disrespect, but like a stone cold, just a proven legit killer. I haven't seen that yet, so I just hope that he can come back, man. Because I'm not so sure that he can come back, bro. That's something to be seen right there.
Oh,
Like,
you don't think
damn, that's
Fabio could
it's
come
like
back, man? Oh,
we'll see, man. I'm hoping he comes back, but that was bad, bro. Like that was seriously bad.
yeah, it was a beating, man. It was a beating, but we'll see, man. I think he'll be fine, but I
I
mean, we'll
agree with
see.
Just. He's too tough for his own good. Exactly, exactly, Just.
Damn.
That's the problem. Some of them are just too tough for their own good, and referee and corner they gotta protect them from themselves. Unfortunately. But yeah, hell of a fight though. Fight of the year. I had this one right with the Naji Lopez fight on Pro Box because of the magnitude of this fight, you got to give it to Dubois and Wortley, man. This is for a title,
Yeah,
heavyweight title. So
yeah. This is for the title, bro. That's what you got to
it's gonna
give
be
them
very
for.
hard to beat, man.
Nah, man. Nah, I agree, bro. I like what I saw from Dubois. Like, I know he had to gather himself the one time there, but it was beneficial, man, because he was able to get back up and continue on and do his thing. Like, I thought that was a good adjustment, like from a standpoint of being experienced, like you said, the more experienced guy. But we don't see that all the time.
Um, what are
Zufa,
you?
Zufa. Let's talk about Zufa, man. Shane
Man, I
Mosley.
enjoyed it. I called it. Yep. Jay Mosley. How about Jay Mosley Jr.,
I gotta
man?
eat
How
some
about
crow.
that?
I thought Sergey Bochuk was gonna beat him. Mm-mm.
I had Boachuk, I think, by MD, but listen, man, respect. You gotta put some respect on the contender series, guys. Seriously, Shane Mosley Jr., his pops there, his grandpops there, bro. I felt honestly that he was fighting Boachuk's fight more than he didn't. Like he had the resources to just box him, but cannot argue with the result. And that was a very entertaining fight, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, very entertaining, bro. Honestly, Sergey Bochuk, he came out hot and he was doing his thing, and then literally it was like, damn, bro, Shane Mosley's picking it up. Like, I thought Shane was taking too much shots in the beginning, but then it was kind of like the Ramos fight. Like he was taking too much shots, and then he just had a good back half, bro. He had a great back half. But yeah, man, shout out to Shane Mosley Jr. for not only winning the fight but getting the stoppage, bro. That's something
Now
I
he
did
said that
not
he wanted.
predict.
Me neither. Me neither. If anybody was gonna have a stoppage, as far as I'm concerned, it was gonna be Boachuk. But
Hmm.
he said that he wanted Callum Walsh, man, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. Now Walsh has a fight coming up, and he said it. Mostly was like, listen, the he has a fight in between. So if I got a fight in between to meet him there, I'll do it. But I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Now that's gonna be interesting because Callum Walsh, I don't think he's the best thing since light spread or anything like that. But it's a very different style to Boachuk though. So that might be interesting.
Yeah, I think Shane Mosley got a chance to beat Callum Walsh, man. I'm not high on Callum Walsh. Never really been high on him, bro. I think he's just all right. I don't think he's special, man. I definitely don't think he not
Yeah,
know
I agree.
what did my man Max say? Second coming of Roy Jones or something like that. Like comparing him to Roy Jones, bro. Nah, we
I
ain't.
mean, if you're listening to Max Kellerman nowadays, I don't,
Man, we ain't jacking that.
I don't know what to tell you.
We ain't jacking that, bro. That's crazy
It's
when he said that.
the HBO Max has left the building and he ain't coming back.
What's going on, Chad? My God, Chad, I had to close the Discord, man. Yeah, it wasn't working.
Yo, Ryan, you got me?
We got you, Chad. What's going on, man?
Well, I was out walking the dog and now it's starting to rain.
Oh,
But as long as, yeah, right? As long as the wind or the rain isn't interfering with the call, just let me know. But man, I'm just enjoying listening to the show. Like, honestly, I feel like I haven't watched all the Zuffa events live. I don't feel like I have a stake in the Zuffa thing, really, like some people seem to. I'm not really bent out of shape one way or the other about it. I think overall it's great. I mean, I've said what I think already, but not on your channel, Ryan. But my main thing is I just don't want to see there be problems at the championship level between Zuffa and the existing system. Like, it's already so hard to make these big fights, these big championship fights. So, you know, they need to, both sides really need to figure something out so they can, at the very least, whether they do it, sounds like the consensus is they would do it through Ring, you know, like just basically use the ring belt as that connecting feature between Zuffa and the, you know what I mean? Which I like a lot. I think it's important because anything that's just going to create more division, like basically one champ over here, one champ over there, and we don't really know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like that at all. I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone wants that. Otherwise, I think Zuffa is going for excitement as their brand, you know, as their identity. And I like it. It's a good look. Like when you look at the events they've had and the excitement from the fans they've generated, just with the stable they have, like they've got a small roster and they're matching the guys well. And the fighters seem motivated. I don't know if it's, I don't know how they've motivated them. I'm guessing maybe like for the early adapters of Zuffa, the guys that come in early, maybe there's some kind of model they've offered them, you know, like to benefit. I don't know, but they all seem highly motivated to get in there and bang. So whatever Dana's done, I see it as a good thing. Because let's be honest, that's been a big part of boxing's problem is like poorly matched fights or just like stale events, like stale bouts. So without having super huge names, Zuffa's delivering some decent cards, man. I think people need to focus on that instead of all the pre-existing BS. Like I had said before they started, I wanted to see the product. I wanted to see what they do, how it looks. And it looks good, man. And like I said, like they already putting things together really well with a limited stable. So anyway, I just think like the most important part is the championship part. And I'm interested in what you would think of that, Ryan, and your guests. Also, in general, I'm wondering what your thoughts on Morel are, because I haven't heard anything or seen any clips of you talking about what happened in Manchester.
Was that was it Fabio Wardley?
No, he's talking about David Morrell and Zach Chelli.
Oh yeah, man.
Right,
yeah,
David
I spoke about it. You know, David Morrell. He kind of you know, I think Ben Whitaker should have fought him. Now, I think Ben Whitaker should have really fought him because I think Ben Whitaker would have beat him. I just think David Morrell just don't take the sport serious. Yeah, bro, he would have beat Morrell. Yeah, man, he would have beat him. Like, I think especially with the way Ben's been fighting lately, he's not really playing around anymore. Like he's you know, he's listening to Mr. Bud Crawford. I think that's who told him to stop playing around with his opponents. He said, "Yo, go in there and start knocking these dudes out." And we're starting to see Ben start to do that. He's not really going in there showboating no more. You know, you got Prince Nazim hating on him, so I wouldn't be wearing no Prince inspired stuff anymore either. Like, F that guy.
But you need to take care of some of your fellow UK dudes. You got Ezra Taylor, Joshua Boazzi, Zach Parker,
No doubt.
Willie Hutchinson.
No doubt.
You want to jump all the way to Morrell, man? You're gonna get massacred. I don't know about that, man. That's too high of a jump to me. Send them in against Ezra Taylor first, and then we'll talk. You know.
Nah, man, because Morrell be playing too much. So like Ben would have went in there and dealt with him the same way Zach Chelli dealt with him, just a little earlier.
I don't know what you guys thought about the Hot Rod fight, but that fight was terrible, man. I thought there was problems from that fight, but guess what? All of his fans refused to admit or acknowledge anything at that point. And I don't know, like nobody seemed worried about it at that point. So I said, all right, well, but Yeah, I don't know what it is. I haven't watched him enough. In truth, I haven't paid enough attention to really say. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a few of his fights, and I'm not like I've never been a big fan per se. I'm not disliked him. Just you know how it is in boxing, guys. Like you can't watch every fighter all the time. I don't know. I guess I never got excited about him. And I guess that says a lot right there.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like look at Morel before he got Benavides, he got somebody first at least. Okay, even though I agree with Ryan that was too fast and everything, but Ben Whitaker, you're trying not you necessarily personally, but a lot of people are trying to do the same thing with Ben Whitaker. You've been knocking these dudes out in 30 seconds, basically, right? And then you're gonna jump all the way up to a dude that has been in there with Benavides, Imam Kataev. I mean, I don't know about that. Like in the you don't even have to leave the UK. You got good opposition in the UK, and I didn't even mention Anthony Yard, right? So I got five dudes, at least. I mean, give me two of those. Give me two of those, and then go after Morel. Do your thing, but Ben Whitaker hasn't really done anything to me that warrants. He doesn't even deserve a David Morrell like fight right now, in my opinion. He's got to get by somebody that I know of from the UK itself that can give you trouble, man. Quite a few dudes in the UK that can give you trouble. So if you can get past them, then you deserve a Morrell or a whatever. You know,
Yeah,
that's just me. But if you want to make the fight straight up, I'll watch it, man. I'll watch
yeah,
it for
man.
sure.
Because I mean, Dave Morrell, since he went to 75, he just been all his performances at 75 have been trash. Like all of them. He's never looked the same since 68. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the weight or like if it's the opposition, because you know the guys he was fighting at 68 are definitely not the same guys he was fighting at 75. Like he didn't fight nobody like a Hot Rod at 68 or Katib. Obviously David Benavidez. Like that step up that he took to 75, he took with the competition too. And I just feel like he didn't have an acclamation fight at 75. Like he should have had an acclamation fight at least, because I don't know, man. He just looking crazy at 75. He looks like, you know, like a mid pack guy. He don't look like a top level guy. Like even Najee Lopez might be able to beat him, smoke him out right now. Atif Overton, who just fought on Salida Promotions, might be able to smoke him out. Like them guys, they're having way more better performances at the weight class than Morrell. Morrell looked good in the beginning. He was winning the fight against Zach Chelli, but he just played too much. But hey,
And the thing is that there's no real reason for you to be playing that much. You haven't even won a real world title yet. So where is this demeanor coming from, really? You know, like dude, this is almost like Berlanga, man. like for real.
oh man, shout out to Belega, bro.
Except for the Super Bowl parade on a loss. Except for that, obviously.
Oh man, Berlanga's crazy,
But
man.
guys, don't you think it's another example of maybe not as terrible, but with Morrell, of hype, getting ahead of the reality. You know, like sometimes these companies, Top Rank, as great of a job as they do at developing and bringing guys through, they also can sometimes be the worst for that, overhyping these guys before they're really there yet. You know, they just tell you they're there, and a lot of fans buy into it, man, because they're willing to die on that hill on social media, and you know, like they agree with it. So, for example, I think the best example recent is Shushu, is Bruce Carrington, like a great fighter who came through the ranks, and we all knew he was the real deal. No one ever doubted that. But the way Top Rank was selling him, it was like before he had even accomplished anything significant, they're basically selling him like, you know, he has. And I don't mind that even, but the problem is fans, they misinterpret it. There's a lot of fans, I'm guessing inexperienced fans, casual fans, they just take that as gospel. So finally, Bruce Carrington was able to show everyone that he is that person that, you know, they've been selling us. And I believe now, you know, getting that belt the manner that he did, So with Morel, what do you guys think though? Because I haven't followed Morel closely enough, do you think that that could be part of the problem here? Is like Top Rank or whoever, the promoters went too crazy hyping him up, and he has not met that potential yet.
Yeah, that's partly, or that's actually true. I believe that. Um, but ultimately, it's on Morel because I can get there with Benavides. I can actually even get there with Imam Katai because I believe he was undefeated as well when he met Morel. But
Hmm.
I can't get there with this guy, bro. This guy, in all due respect to him, obviously, but he was 16-3, English, not even British, English champion, and you can't get past this guy. I can't put that on the promoter, man, because you got to remember, originally he was about to face Callum Smith, man. So
Yeah, Callum Smith's a
Callum Smith,
dog,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god, like that could have been even worse because Callum Smith has left people literally convulsing in that ring.
Yeah, his
So
only loss is this Canelo, and better be a
Beterbiev, he got massacred against Beterbiev, but again, that's two legendary fighters right there. So ain't no real shame on that.
right.
And that Buatsi fight was awesome. Um,
Yep, Boatsy
so
fight was good.
I think at the end of the day, you can even say that Morel actually dodged the bullet with Callum Smith. To be honest with
I would say in and with Callum, unlike Morel, who since he's moved up hasn't looked the same. When Callum made that move up, that's where he started like dropping guys, and he
Yep.
looked incredible. You know,
Yeah.
he looked more devastating, more. He was capable of more destructive power in the ring. I know that consistently that hasn't been true since, but I think we all saw it. It was a good move for him, and I agree, man. He would have probably completely rattled Morel, man. It probably would have been really embarrassing. Um, it just wasn't Morel's night, and for whatever reason, he's not training correctly enough, too much. Who knows, right? But yeah, it just I don't know what they can do. Back to the drawing board for sure. I mean, do you guys think he needs to be rid of his corner, or is it? What do you guys? You just think it's a personal thing, like maybe his head's not right. Maybe you know what I'm saying. Like he's running cold right now. You guys think that we should give him another shot with the next fight? I don't even know who he should fight next. Like who would be a good option for a guy who's you got to get his faith and confidence back. You don't want to put him in there too crazy, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I'd love to hear what you guys think on that.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because this man, he had the fight canceled with Callum, and then he literally went to fight on another UK card. So I don't even know if the PBC's invested in Morel business anymore. But salute to my brother Adrian Rowan in the building. What's going on, champ?
What's up, boss man?
Hey, salute, brother. What you got? What you
Man, how
got,
you
man?
doing?
I'm good, man.
Man, it's cool because I commentated some fights with Shane Mosley Jr. like last year. I think it was last
Nice.
year, and I got to hang out the weekend with him and really get to talk to him and chill all weekend. And obviously, I was rooting for him. Um,
Yeah, he got that upset. Uh-oh. Might have cut out. Might have got a phone call.
you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you at. I think Adrian got a phone call there. He was talking about Shane Mosley Jr. But yeah, man, did you see that fight, Arnie and Chad? Shane Mosley
Yeah, I
Jr.
called it. I went live
upset,
for that one. Yeah, I
big
went live for
upset,
that. I
I
man.
saw
watched.
the Viloria fight. I saw like four Sufa fights. They were all pretty awesome, bro. The Cats and Misael Rodriguez fight was pretty entertaining as well. And I forget what was the co-main again.
Was Julian
Uh,
Hammerhands?
yes, Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez beating Pereira.
Yeah, Pereira.
That was
Yeah.
entertaining as well. Pereira was like a foot taller than, than Rodriguez, but he made it work, man. I was proud of him, and I mean, the main event, bro, was awesome. Nothing left to say. We can get into the Sufa if you like him, dislike him. I just want to see great boxing, bro. I don't care either way. I don't have a dog in this fight, to be honest with you.
You don't mind Zuffa? I think Zuffa's good for the sport, man. Having managing pro fighters myself, like man, we're trying to get a Zuffa contract.
Yep.
You know, I mean, they're paying good money for guys with, you know, with not like records with losses, like, but they're gonna put you in tough. But at the
Yes.
same time, like that's guaranteed money. I mean, I'm out here with guys, you know, after all said and done, taxes, this and that, after they pay everybody out, like manager, coaching, travel, all that, like you got guys out here fighting and taking home 1,500, 2 grand,
Yeah.
you know, and these guys at Zuffa with the same records are, you know, taking home better money.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely. And
Adrian.
it serves its
Yeah.
purpose, It serves its purpose because they'll get you active. It's perfect for guys like Edwin de los Santos. I can tell you that much. And Valenzuela, like certain type of fighters. I know they got Jairo Petaya. Supposedly they're gonna sign Devin Haney. Who knows about that? But the it serves as perfect purpose for a lot of certain type of fighters that for whatever those those high risk low reward type fighters, it's perfect for them because it's going to be very hard for them type of fighters. I'm talking about like a Sandor Martin type of fighter, like Edwin de los Santos, that don't have that support. They weren't born in USA, Mexico, Puerto Rico, or the UK, but they're dangerous, right? And I also appreciate the fact that they don't coincide with the usual boxing on Saturday night as well. So they give you another option on the day as well, and they don't coincide. Obviously, they're not doing this out of the kindness of their heart. They don't want to coincide with the UFC. Let's just call it what it is, right? But, bro, all the best, all the better.
Can't beat Sunday boxing. I'm just gonna say that. Boxing on a Sunday. I mean, I'm a Steelers fan, so I like watching football, but you sit down and have me watch boxing on a Sunday night to relax and end my week with, man, that's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to see how they do it when the NFL season comes back. If they'll continue to go with it, but it's all right if they don't, because I mean, then Saturdays will just be packed out, man. I don't really care. It's more boxing for me. I like what Zupa's bringing to the table, man. Doing it in the smaller venue, like Pro Box style. It's like Pro Box to me with like a way bigger budget, way bigger budget.
Pro box on steroids.
Yeah, bro, pretty much. And I mess with Pro Box because they have great matchmaking, and I know Zupa has great matchmaking too because they giving us good fights.
I'll be in a second.
That's the thing. Like the fights are good, are entertaining, are I'm not expecting too much either. They've only been 7 events in, so it's not like. Go ahead.
Are you good?
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing that too in my ear. Yeah, it's like you're on X, I guess, as well. Like it's like a reverb, I think. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm hearing it as well. It almost sounds like Ryan, you're trying to talk, but anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but
I think it's the other gentleman.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was hearing a bit of that before he jumped on, but you guys, sorry, I'm gonna hop off. Ryan, thanks for having me on. But before I go, Adrian, I'd love to hear. I'm going to keep listening. I'd like to hear your take on. I don't know if you were listening earlier when I first jumped on, but basically the idea of like Zuffa. Like, how do you think that? I'm curious if you have an opinion on how Zuffa can integrate with the existing system as far as championship fights go, and how can we align so that, we have one champion. The ring belt has been spoken as like a good option, but do you see there being any path that they could, you know what I mean? Like be unified in that way? Because to me, like that's the only problem I see Zuffa presenting at the moment. and it's not just their problem. Like it's the old guard need to bend their will too, right? And they all got to work together because the best example right now is Benavidez and Jai Opataya. You know, like can they get that fight made? In the way it should, we know it should be made, where they're fighting for to be that basically unified, top dog. I guess the ring belt will serve its purpose, but beyond that, like how are they going to do it when you got one guy holding IBF, this that, I'm curious what you think, Adrian, because you got a dog in the fight. Anyway, Ryan, thanks, and guys, thanks. I'll go to listening, man.
Appreciate you, Chad.
All right. To be honest with you, I think this is what's gonna happen. Um, I think we need to sit there and recognize first the fact that Zuffa is a farm league for the ring, right? We can kind of agree on that.
Yeah,
The big fights happen at the ring where all the belts are unified and they come together. Now, Zuffa has its own belt, but you can't tell me with Turkey funding Zuffa that he does not have the power by putting the money that he put in, which I'm sure is a good sum, right? That when he wants a big fight to happen, he's basically the big fight hub. Zuffa is its own thing. So I think that we're not going to have a problem unifying or anything because when they want to unify, they're just going to have those cards on the ring cards. They're not going to be Zuffa cards or some of these smaller ones. It's going to be when Turkey does a big, a big fight. I think
yeah,
the only confusion that we're going to have is that Zuffa belt is not going to transfer over to the ring. I'm thinking, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yep,
obviously you're going to have a separate contract with Zuffa fighters, obviously, because Turkey, man, let's just be honest, he's the one really in charge with his money. Dana is in charge to a point, but I'm sure Turkey has his power. Um, that's how we're going to make those fights. So, Chad, I really think that they are going to come together, but the only time you're going to come together and see champions is when they want to unify.
I
uh oh,
think didn't Nopetaya get stripped for the IBF?
yeah, because they tried to attach the Zuffa belt to it, and
But he's still the ring champion,
you know
right?
what I think happened, bro? I spoke about this last week. I said the ring got to strip him. This week, yes, this week they would have to strip him
Shit.
if they go by their rules because he hasn't fought a top 5 ring fighter in his
Yep.
division in 2 years.
Glanton was 10. Glanton was number 10 or
Yeah.
15. I can't remember. Like,
So
man.
this is where I'm like this is where it gets sticky for them because they're going to the Muhammad Ali Act telling the whole court that the sanctioning bodies are not abiding by their rules. They not about to abide by their own rules if they don't strip Jay Apataya this week. And that's very hypocritical, man. I don't like that. If you're gonna stand with something and say something, at least stand by it, bro. At least, deal with it. So that's their problem that they haven't gotten Jay Apataya in a fight with a top 5 guy because I don't understand how they didn't try to get him to fight. At least my guy Ryan Rozecki was number 5. They could have had that fight done.
Yes.
They
Yes.
could have had that fight instead of the Brandon Glanton fight, which would have at least saved him from getting stripped from the ring. But now he might he might have no belt but a Zuffa belt. I just don't know how. Cause the IBF, I think the only reason why the IBF stripped him is because Dana said that they're not recognizing any sanctioning bodies. I feel like if Dana White never said that, they probably would have let it fly. But because he came out like that, the IBF, IBF does their own thing, man. They strip anybody. They strip Canelo, they strip Bud, they strip Usyk. They don't give a damn. Like they just strip you. And they just told
IBF
Jay,
seems to follow their own rules, man.
yeah,
Like
they
they're
follow their
like
rules.
you fought you right, if you violate, you getting stripped. We don't care who you are, how much money you bring. I think they value their belt over the person holding it. Where the
Yes.
WBC definitely values who holds the belt. That's why they have so many. It's a prestigious belt, but they want it in certain big stars' hands. Like same thing with David Morrell. Everybody wanted Morrell to be a star. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
They wanted him to be a star. He's not.
I agree.
They pushed him. They overhyped him. They pushed him too fast, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Boxing picks its guys that we want to champion, like the guy that Shane Mosley called out, right?
Oh, Callum
Dana
Walsh,
picked
yeah.
him.
Yep.
Callum, they picked him. And they obviously did it for a reason. So they're gonna push that. That's in the agenda, and that's all boxing, period. So I just kind of think at the end of the day, they're gonna build who they want to build. But one thing was realized about Zuffa and what their thing is gonna be. Dana White hasn't built huge stars since like Conor McGregor and all those people who could leave him, right? That's why Dana does fighters the way he does, and he's made it corporate and bland because they don't want the fighters to get bigger than the fight.
Right. And not only that, you see how they structure their deals. Like the UFC, it really started with the Reebok deal, and then ESPN, and now Paramount. My point is, their deal is structured in a way, for what I know. I don't know the whole thing, okay, but I know this. Like they structure their deal as like they're gonna give you a certain amount of fights or pay per view or events per year, and they get a check, which means the fighter doesn't have the leverage that used to have back in the pay-per-view days, where they really needed a Ronda, a Connor, and Anderson Silva, and they're gonna say yes to it because they need you for those pay-per-view. Not now. Now they just gotta put up X amount of events and they're getting a check for it. So they've structured their deals with the networks to strip the fighters away from that leverage.
And it's kind of like what I've been preaching for years. What I think would be good for boxing, kind of, is salaries for fighters, depending on what tier they're on. Fair salaries, so fighters can fight all the time, not be worried about the pressures of surviving, working a job, doing whatever. But if we and I'm not saying like a crazy amount, like $40,000 a year, $45,000 a year. Now you can just go get a part-time job and train most of the time. Access to facilities, because you're gonna have better boxers over time if you do it that way.
Yep, I agree.
But you guys, I gotta take off. It's been a long day. I just wanted to jump in. Shout out to you, Ryan.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Pop up, so I wanted to pop in. So
thanks, Adrian, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Stuff.
All right.
Shout out to Adrian Rowan, man. He got a gym out there. You want to shout out your gym, bro? Wisconsin? He jumped off. Shout out to Adrian, though. He got a gym. He got fighters, like he said. He doing his thing. He's a manager. So, yeah, man. Zuffa's definitely beneficial to him for sure. And fighters, like he said, like if you don't have a big backing, like Zuffa's where you want to be at, man. The only thing I don't like about it is like the whole revenue share thing. They don't really want to do the revenue share, like show the digits. Yeah, but if they handing out big deals, like supposedly this Devin Haney deal, which has been circling for like a week now, but nothing's been confirmed. Like if they handing out $100 million, then yeah, you don't gotta show me the revenue. Fuck, that's a good deal. $100 million in boxing.
Part of the problem is like I got some issues with what Roy was saying about Zuffa, and I get it. I mean, he's talking from a position like he was taken care of for most of his career. So if you go with a model that takes care of you, you are going to defend that model. So I get where he's coming from, but reality is, this whole monopoly talk. They're going to become a monopoly. Listen, let's not act like every other sport is not a monopoly here. Like, doesn't the NHL have a quote unquote monopoly on hockey? Doesn't the NBA have a monopoly on basketball? Doesn't the NFL have a monopoly on football? I mean, let's be real here. Every other sport is a monopoly nowadays, right?
Except for one sport. One sport's not soccer. Soccer ain't got no monopoly.
Because you can't get through to the World Cup unless you're affiliated with FIFA, though.
Bro, remember there's how many leagues in soccer? You don't gotta you can go to the English league, you can go to the Spanish league, and you're gonna get paid everywhere you go. Look at Ronaldo. He in Saudi. He got the Saudi money.
No, I get it. It's the most global sport in the world. There ain't no denying that. But what I'm saying is, you don't get to the world if your soccer federation in your country is not affiliated with FIFA. You can kiss the World Cup goodbye.
Yeah, but how many guys? There's some guys that never win a World Cup.
I understand, but you can't even play on the qualifiers for the World Cup unless you're affiliated with FIFA.
Yeah, man, but
You
that
understand?
that
So
got
it
nothing
is a
that got
monopoly
nothing
at
to
the end
do
of
with
the
the
day.
bread, bro. Soccer's
Okay.
international.
Okay.
Soccer's
It's the most
international.
global sport ever.
And like
That's without a
boxing,
shadow of a doubt.
boxing's also international. That's what people forget about. Like, I get with Zuffa, they trying to change the Muhammad Ali Act, but that's only in America. That won't affect like everywhere else. They gonna have to play by wherever they go. They gotta go to the UK. They gotta play by the UK's rules. They can't play by the American rules. So they only doing that in America. But like in Japan, if they go to Japan, go to anyway, they gotta play by those rules. They go to UK, they gotta play by the UK's rules. Russia, it's like boxing's like that too. So it cannot be monopolized. Boxing can't be. There's way too many entities. I think a lot of people like don't understand that.
I mean, I don't see it. People keep saying that as if like I said. I mean, every other sport. If you want to put soccer out of there, I disagree. But okay, if you want to take soccer out of there, take soccer out of there. Okay, there's one of like a million sports that is not a monopoly, which I actually think is a monopoly. But whatever. There's one that is not a monopoly. So is that really like something to hang your hat on? Like, I mean, let's be real here. Every sport is a monopoly, man, one way or another.
Nah,
So
bro. It can't
I
be
mean,
though.
and another.
Like if
Okay,
it's if
okay.
it's if it's a world sport, like I know a lot of people don't watch overseas basketball, but them guys be getting paid too. NBA can't
No,
touch them dudes.
understand that. But where are the best? Where are the best players in the world at? It's one place.
Nah, they in the
Like
NBA, no doubt.
everyone wants to go to the NBA, whether they do or they don't. That's a whole different story. But every kid that's playing basketball right now in the court wants to get to the NBA.
Word.
Now, if that doesn't happen, of course, you can go to Euro League,
Yeah,
Puerto
man.
Rican League, China League. There's a ton of
That's
options. But
Zuffa
you want to
right
go
now.
one
That's the
place to
Chinese
one
league is
place.
Zuffa right now. You know, you're gonna get paid decent. You gonna get some shine. No, it's a fact though. Like,
I
when
understand
we
that.
watch
No kid's gonna
Netflix,
tell you.
we watch Netflix. We watching AJ and Fury, and they not signing Zuffa. When we watch
I mean,
Tio and Shakur, they ain't signing Zuffa. When we watch Jerron and Xander in June, they ain't signing Zuffa. They ain't in the big leagues. It's just facts.
listen, every kid playing football right now, there's one league that they want to be at. Everybody playing basketball right now wants to go to one place with the same three letters. And the same for the hockey, for the baseball, for the wrestlers right now. Everybody wants to go to the WWE. Whether they end up in TNA, NW, whatever, that's a whole different story. But
Yeah.
nobody's going to tell you, I'm playing basketball because my dream is to play in the Chinese league. Nobody's going to tell you that, man.
Nah, man, but like sometimes life hits you crazy, bro. You guys got to get humble though. We in the most humbling sport, boxing, bro. And this is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, like with Dana White. Like, yeah, you could say you're gonna take it over, but dog, this shit been here for hundreds of years. Tell me the person who took it over. What make you different from Don King? What make you different from Bob Arum, who been doing this shit for like 60? The dude's 90 something, still getting through the rings. Like, man done promoted Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, man, like yo, like I'm just saying, bro, this shit can't be taken over because there's just too much. When you look at the core of boxing, it's a mob sport, man. Too much corruption in it, and it's just that's the identity of it. That's just what it is. So unless
Can I get a
you
title
gonna
shot
be
without
the
being
mob, the biggest mob, you ain't. Nah, man. We'll see.
Can I become a phenom in boxing right now and get to a title shot without being with either Oscar or PBC or Top Rank or Eddie or Frank or the usual suspect? Can I do that? No. So let's not act like it's not a monopoly right now,
Yeah, you could
because
do
it
it. You
is.
could do it. but like it's gonna be hard.
Really? Can you give me one example?
Who was Usyk signed to before when he won the Super Six? I don't think he was with a major promoter.
Okay, I'll look that stuff up.
I think he was
You
with
know what I'm
still his
saying,
promoter
man,
back
like,
in Poland, who he still signed with to this day. Well, I think he just released from him, but like Usyk never had a big promoter. He wasn't like Lomachenko. It was always Lomachenko that had the love.
yeah.
Usyk had to get it out the mud. He had to win he won the one Super Six. And then after that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's when he beat Breedy's.
Then he went to heavyweight, and that's when he really started making the checks. And I still don't think he had a big deal then when he was at heavyweight. I don't think he was a matchroom fighter. So that's a guy who probably got it out the mud.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'll look that up.
But he's an anomaly anyways. He's an anomaly.
Right, you can find a unicorn here and there, but we all know how this thing works. Unless you're with one of the big boys, you're not getting anywhere. That's just what it is. I mean, and like Roy's saying, like it's not about the skill, hard work, or talent. It's who they want there. Okay, is that not the case with Teofimo Lopez for Sandor Martin? You're gonna tell me to my face that they didn't rob Sandor Martin because the Tio is 10 times more marketable than he is?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we've seen this all
yeah,
the
yeah.
time in
That's
boxing.
that's the
Roy's talking like,
politics. Yeah, no doubt.
yeah, like Roy's talking about Sufa as if the current boxing quote unquote establishment hasn't done that a million times here. Like, come on now. Like, didn't we see that with Canelo and Triple G? It's doctor here. Doctor's gonna get pissed.
Yeah, okay, but
But
bro, we lived through this, bro. We lived through this twice. We lived through PBC when they got their first deal and they signed all those guys. Remember that? They signed all those dudes. They
yeah,
signed Keith Thurman, Danny.
from
They
both
brought
of
them
them.
all over. They had them big money. They had the cable television. They did all that. And then we saw the Zone. The Zone did it too. They came through. They said no more pay-per-views. We got the big bag. They dropped the big bag on Canelo. Had Floyd all mad talking about they fighting on the app. And now he's fighting on the app. Yeah, they did the same thing too. They dropped the big money. So like this is, to me, this is just the third version of it. This is just Zupa
Yeah,
trying
you
to
know what
do
really
what
got them out?
PBC did. And yeah, man, I'm sure it'll be around just like those guys did. They'll drop the big bag. You drop money in the sport. It's great. They're
It's
gonna
what
sign a
everyone's
bunch
trying
of
to do.
guys, but it's
It's
gonna
what
be a
everyone's
cycle.
trying to
Somebody
do.
else gonna come.
Of course, like nobody goes into business. Nobody builds a company to be number two. Everybody builds a business to be number one. So if you're already number one, you're not gonna like it when somebody else comes in. That's just the way the world works. But don't be talking about that as if the same issues that you're pointing out. And listen, all due respect to Roy, he's forgotten more boxing than I'll ever know, obviously.
Shout out to
But
Roy
but on
Jones.
this one, I just gotta call you out, bro. Like let's not act like these issues haven't been in boxing for literally decades now. Okay,
Oh
it wasn't
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
sunshine and rainbows. Like just because you have a clear villain, quote unquote villain, don't mean the other side are the good guys.
yeah, man. And then I wonder, like, how's Paramount gonna take the news that a ring card gonna be on the Zone and not on Paramount? Because they're fronting the bill, you know. Paramount's fronting the bill, and you're gonna tell them, I'm gonna take my biggest stars over to the Zone to fight on these ring cards. That's gonna be a conflict
Yeah,
at some point.
conflict of interest right there. Yep, conflict
So
of
like
interest
when
101.
people say,
I'm sure
yeah,
they
the
got
fights
some.
can be made, I'm like, I'm looking at it like, all right, yeah, the promoters can get the fight done, but the networks, because like Paramount gonna want that on their, they don't want to share the fight with the Zone. They're gonna want that over there on their network. They want everybody watching on Paramount Plus. That's what they gave the money for. They didn't give the money to share it with the Zone. So we gonna that's gonna be the biggest hurdle is the networks, and it's, to me, it's always the networks is the biggest hurdle. That's why I said when Top Rank went to the Zone, the gap is almost closed, bro. It's literally PBC. If they go over there, it's a wrap. Then you're gonna see all kinds of cross promotion fights, which are the biggest fights in boxing. Always cross promotion.
Of course.
Those are the biggest
Exactly.
fights. You already seeing some of them be made between Shockey and Ray Ford, Xander and Boots. They already starting.
Yep. Yeah. And Turkey, I gotta give Turkey his just due on that one as well. But because think about it, it's always gonna be well, it's almost always gonna be cross promotional because if you're top rank and you have two champions, you don't wanna break that thing. You want the two belts. It's convenient for you as an organization to have more than one belt. So it's very hard to make fights when they're both on the same banner as opposed to the other way around. So you're absolutely right about that one.
Yeah.
Even from the logical standpoint, you know.
Yeah, the biggest fights are always cross promotion, man.
I ain't got that
Always.
much time, bro. Give me the official predictions, man. At least for the three main events.
What, this weekend?
Yeah.
I'm doing another show on that. I'll be back on Thursday for that.
Oh,
But
okay,
yo,
okay. You're not gonna-
Lomachenko, man, they say he's back, bro. What do you think about that?
Yeah, man. I just saw that on X. Oh man, people are gonna have a field day with me.
Saying you're a free
I
agent
don't
too,
know, man.
so he can do what he
I
please.
don't know, man. I don't know. Unless we get the tank fight, bro, I don't really want to hear it.
What you
I'm
think?
kind of shocked.
Tank gonna probably need a warm up fight. He been out for a minute.
Yeah,
He's
he
not
going
gonna go
to
right
second
into a Lomachenko fight, and I don't think Loma
Nah, he
should go
going.
right into a Tank fight either. They both got to get a
No,
warm up fight.
you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Loma should probably fight. I don't know. Freaking whoever.
Or they'll be at
Let's flip
35. Yo, what about
That's
Schofield,
another
man? Is
question.
that too dangerous?
Nah, he ain't gonna make it. He gonna pull out of the fight. Lucas Body for one of them.
Oh,
And
Lucas Body. Hey, shout out to my guy. Yeah, I'd like to see him
yeah,
get a money fight. Lomachenko.
and
Stock said Loma going to Zupa.
hey, why not?
Yo, 35.
And
Who's?
Tank can do Pitbull too. Tank can do Pitbull too, and we can meet at the top.
Oh man, I don't want to see that. I don't want to
I wouldn't
see
mind.
that.
I've always wanted to see that fight. Loma and Tank, sign me up, bro.
My
Unless
man
Loma got
said
nothing left.
Tavon Burns said Dula versus. We're not sending Mason in there with Loma. Hell no, bro. Abdullah Mason versus Loma.
Crazy,
Nah, bro.
crazy. Want to get Loma massacred?
You gotta let that old man live for one fight.
I wouldn't mind Joe Cordina after
Joe Cordina?
Abdullah. But
Yeah, that'd be a
that's
good
a legit
touch.
enough
That'd be a
pick.
good touch.
Let me give you my predictions then before I
Yeah,
leave.
yeah. What
So
you got this
I got
weekend?
Hergovich by knockout round 4. I got Karen by UD, and I have Keishon by majority decision.
Ooh, majority. Damn.
Yeah, Nahir Albright's a very tough out, and Keishon is yet to prove himself against boxers. I know Jermaine Ortiz, but Jermaine Ortiz wasn't doing that bad in the beginning of the fight, okay?
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah.
So if I just gotta, and Nahir Albright is a very tough outing. A lot of people felt he got robbed against Martin,
Right.
but we'll see, man. I like Nahir Albright. I just think that it's Keishon's time, but it's gonna be a tough ass fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother.
You think Devin Haney? All right, you think Devin Haney gonna sign a Zuffa?
I think so. Yeah.
Get that $100 million.
Shit.
We'll see
You
if
don't
it's
say no to that money.
we'll see if it's real though.
Nobody else is gonna give you that, so might as well. I mean, if you're overpaying for Conor Ben, you can overpay for Devin Haney. I don't mind it.
Nah, I feel it, man. I think so. I think Dev should go get his money. If it's over there, if it's $100 million, hell yeah, man. Go ahead and get it, bro. I know there's Conor Ben over there, Hitchens over there. I don't know who else they got
Possibly
signed.
Tio as well.
Possibly Teal, yeah. But it sounds like Teal got some more fights with Top Rank the way they're talking. So we'll see, man.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, I'll let you go, man. Since you
All right, brother. Take
I
it easy.
appreciate you,
God
man.
bless.
I got
Same here.
honorary. Yeah, man. The Devin Haney deal. They saying that $100 million. $100 million. That's what Bill Trill said. Shout out to Bill Trill Bill. Devin Haney, man. If you go to Zupa Boxing, I don't know how many fights they're gonna put him for that $100 million, but Chill, man. You don't say no to that, bro. You don't say no to that. We know Hitchens over there. We know Connor Ben, Hammer Hands Rodriguez. I think those are the 47 pounders that I know. Kane Sandoval. So there's a few 47 pounders over there. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It still hasn't been announced. And then I've also heard the Shakur Stevenson one, but I don't know, man. I feel like if those rumors are true, these announcements would be popping up. So like I just don't understand why they not. So and then like Dana White saying everybody gonna get signed, it's like he's not really addressing it either. So it's like is it true or is he just riding the clout wave, riding the wave of those guys being connected to Zuffa? Could be both, man. But hey, bro. Shout out to Devin Haney, bro. If you get that $100 million. I'm not gonna be mad at him. Go ahead, go get your money, man. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. Getting paid. Shout out to my brother Ryan Rozeki up here. He said, "Yo, I'm not into getting belts. That's Jay Apatai's thing. I'm just trying to fight." Yo, shout out to my guy, man. He just trying to fight, man, because he trying to feed himself, feed his family. That's the type of fighters I fuck with, man. Not guys who in the politics talking about who need to walk out first, what gloves we need to wear, what color ring I need to be in. Nah, man, bump all that, yo. The dudes who just want to sign up and squabble, those are the guys I rock with, bro. You know what I'm saying? These other guys are just divas, man. They need all these stuff to go down for them to fight. Like, that's wild, bro. But yeah, bro, this was a good show, man. Salute to everybody who tuned in, man. I'm going to head on out here. I'm going to be back on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, talking about the fights coming up this weekend. We'll break down Keyshawn Davis versus Near Albright. I think Brian Norman Jr., Josh Wagner. I think they the co-main. But shout out to Josh Wagner, Canadian guy. Used to train with my dad for like, I think 2-3 years. Josh was with my dad. Shout out to him, man, getting a big opportunity. So see if he can, have a good fight against Brian Norman Jr. back with his new coach, Ronnie Shields. So we're going to see how they are. A lot of us will be watching that. He said, and when one of my friends knows Ryan Rizicki, says he's really serious dude who loves to fight outside the ring. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I remember one time, like, there was at some event, he got into a fight with somebody in the crowd. I was dying laughing, man. Nah, he a real good dude, though, Ryan, bro. But he just likes to fight, man. He just likes to fight. Ryan Rizicki, man. Navarrete versus Loma. Yo, that'd be dope. Navarrete move up. That'd be a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably watch that. But yeah, we got Karen Chukwu versus Patty Donovan on Friday. That's a big fight too, because winner gets Lewis Crocker versus Pyro winner. So got like a little tournament going on there. We know the IBF, they're gonna make these guys fight. And then Philip Herkovich and Dave Allen, man. Obviously Dave Allen, the White Rhino. It's kind of the underdog story. That's what he's been on. So he'll be another guy that we look at too and see how he does. See if Dave Allen can spoil the party against Herkovich. It should be a good weekend of boxing, man. It's underrated. It's not a lot of superstar names, but a lot of fights, man. We can see some upsets just like this past weekend. But I'm going to be excited to watch it, man. Make sure you guys tap in with me Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing the preview and prediction show. Yeah, man. We're going to be live, bro, for it. But yeah, smash that like button if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel. Get the notifications on. We out, man. Peace.